This is Rienzi Complex in Vancouver, named after Adrian Cola Rienzi, a labor hero of the 1930s to 1950s and a hero of Mr. Basdev Pandey. It's also the head offices of the United National Congress, which Mr. Pandey led until a few weeks ago. But a lot has changed since then. Mr. Pandey's devastating loss in the UNC's executive election has turned that opposition political party on its head, and for the first time in about 4 decades has left him shell-shocked and in no man's land. Some analysts feel that the political transition is made even more difficult by the fact that Mr. Pandey has had to give way to a protege and someone without similar credentials of service to the working masses. But Kamala Persad-Bissessar takes to the leadership of the UNC her charm, convivial nature, intellect, and an easier facility for negotiating unity with the Congress of the people. In addition, some are seeing her gender as a major political plus.
The time has come for this country to be led by a woman. I think the fact of her gender is very much in her favor.
Dr. Samaru, a political colleague of Mr. Pandey during the 1970s and 1980s, interprets Ms. Persad-Bissessar's election as a high point for the UNC.
Kamala is making all the right moves at the beginning, which in my own view will result in further sustenance, further growth, further build-up of the party.
Dr. Samaru foresees problems for Ms. Persad-Bissessar, but says
she's a very well-experienced politician. She's no neophyte.
Ms. Persad-Bissessar is also getting ringing endorsement from Dr. Rudal Munilal, the only member of the Pandey electoral team to sit in the new party executive.
A lot of new faces are appearing. Apart from that, a lot of the faces who have been around the party traditionally, but for one reason or another moved away, packed up, as we say, those persons are returning.
Dr. Munilal also sees Ms. Persad-Bissessar as having allure and appeal, which would do her and the UNC much good.
Mrs. Persad-Bissessar brings an enormous amount of intelligence in terms of issues of politics and particularly the law.
Kelvin Ramnath, who began his political career 33 years ago at age 27, isn't impressed with his new leader.
I'm personally awaiting some kind of indication that we will hear from the leader a major policy statement.
The struggle is my life, statesman Nelson Mandela once said. It may be applicable to Basdev Pandey, except that his current struggle is to remain relevant in the face of an exciting successor who is the antidote to his hardline and often divisive style. For CNC3 News, I am Ken Ali.